Hey guys, welcome to back today. Bringing a video, and today we're covering the B&T MP9 Carbine conversion here, or carbine, depending on which side of the pond you're on. Here for the MP9 or the FJX Horux in games. This is going to be a weekly challenge converting the submachine gun into a carbine using 3D printed parts, which appears to be a real life thing, mainly for airsoft. But we'll go ahead and get into it. They're going to print a whole new upper receiver for this thing. So we'll go ahead and back out. Take a look at the final design here. Very nice looking build. So let's go ahead and back out, and we'll just strip this thing down to base. Let's go ahead and back out, and we'll actually just select the base weapon again. So we'll jump in here. Here's the FJX Horux, or the MP9. So we'll go ahead. What we're going to want to do here, first off, obviously, is the new conversion kit. So this is available for one of the weekly challenges here for week 3. So it's been out a little bit. The Jack Scimitar kit, however you're supposed to pronounce that. Scimitar kit. So again, converting the SMG of the PW into a carbine. So we'll go ahead and back out. You can see the pros and cons here. So aim and idle sway, recoil control, bullet velocity, firing aim and stability. Cons are sprint fire speed, aim down sight, movement speed, and sprint speed. Select that, and you can see the barrel's going to go from around 130 millimeters to 240 millimeters, which is going to give us around a 9.5-inch barrel. It looks like it's a little bit more extended here in game, but in real life, it would be somewhere around 240 or 9.5 inch. So we'll run that. Now the other attachments are really up to you. I'm going to be running the Ripper lightweight stock here, so this will give us just a good aesthetically pleasing stock. Select that. Optics, again, you can pick whatever you want. Because it's kind of converted into a carbine, I went with a longer range optic, allowing us to flip on and off. So a 5x is going to go with the Vortex 90, so we can go with the 1x to the 5x. Laser, you can go ahead and skip that or throw that on if you want. Again, personal preference. For the suppressor, if you want a laser, this Requiet suppressor is really good. I'm going to go ahead and run the Osprey suppressor here, again, just for aesthetics, the black kite suppressor. And then underbarrel attachment, again, is really all personal preference. You can run whatever you want here, but I'm going to run the Bruin Warrior grip for this one. And that's really our final design. You can see the new 3D printed upper receiver there. So you can see all that white part is a 3D printed part of the weapon. So you're doing an upper receiver extension with the barrel. So all that's 3D printed. It looks pretty clean. Again, it appears to be a real-life 3D print option here that you can find online. So this was an interesting choice by them for sure. I'm going to go ahead and just run a camo on there. So I'm going to just run straight black just so it looks nice. And again, this one actually looks really good with the camos. That 3D printed barrel looks good with this. So we'll just run black for this one. Go ahead and jump in the firing range with this thing. So again, you're fixed with a 60-round magazine, and you have that extended around 9.5-inch barrel here for the MP9. So still running 9x19 Parabellum. You can see there the build we have, the idle sway is kind of all over the place. But you can obviously fix that if you wanted. Very little recoil. This is not the best build that you would want, obviously. But I will say the recoil is almost non-existent if you're running like a 1x optic only. And you can run different grips, and you can pretty much make this so it has negative recoil. Very similar to the AK-109 almost. So it's a really good gun. Check out the recoil pattern here. Just not control it at all. We're going to have a little bit more recoil just because of this build, but some of the other builds I was playing around with just have very low recoil for sure. So you can definitely build this way better, like I said. Controlling it there. Slight down into the left, pretty tight. So that's a good clean recoil pattern for sure. Go ahead and jump into the gameplay here with this. Again, the MP9 carbine conversion using 3D printed parts. So this is the week 3 challenge. Still keep it at 9x19, but it is really nice. On the MP9 in real life, the Brügger Thomet MP9, we did a conversion on this previously when it was released last season. So it is a submachine gun or a PDW out of Switzerland. In service since 2004, most recognizably used by the Russian FSB is kind of one of their favorite SMGs to use. Design period took place in 2001. The mass of the weapon at base without this carbine conversion is going to be 3 pounds. Now, the 3D printed parts are going to be very light, so it's not going to add too much weight to it. Length overall is 20 inches. This is obviously going to add around 6 more inches to it with the increase in the barrel, 6 to 7. So we're looking at around 27 to 28 inches. Barrel length typically is 130 millimeters. Here we're looking at around 240 or 9.5 inches. The width is 45 millimeters. And the height is going to be 246 millimeters. With a cartridge here, we're still firing the 9x19 Parabellum. In real life, it's capable of taking 6.5x25 and 45 ACP also. So the action in real life is a short recoil locking rotating barrel. Rate of fire is a fast rate of fire at 900 rounds per minute. Muzzle velocity is 400 meters per second or 1,312 feet per second with an effective range of 100 meters or 328 feet. And the feed system in real life would be 15, 20, 25, or 30 rounds. Here, we obviously have a fixed 60 round with this extended aftermarket part with the extended barrel. So, let me know your thoughts down below. It is a really cool gun. It handles really well in game. Really neat. It's a cool addition to game for sure. I think the whole aftermarket part thing is a great way to keep content going into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So, hopefully they keep this up in future iterations of Call of Duty. I think Sledgehammer's done a really good job with finding real-life aftermarket part conversions to use on these weapons. So let me know your thoughts down below. Till next time, this is Buffering Gaming with the Brügger Thomet MP9 3D printed carbine conversion kit. Till next time, Buffering Gaming out.
Enemy down! Fire! I saw the light there. One requesting recon at this time.
UAV online and orbiting the AO. Time is half over. Maintain the lead.
1-1 requesting recon at this time.